Hello YouTube, and yes, welcome to another video by me, Fan2003. Today I am going to be continuing on the Series 2 reviews on Time of the Whovians United, by me today reviewing Rise of the Cybermen. Now, Rise of the Cybermen was in fact my first ever episode that I watched of Doctor Who, so in a way, today has been 10 years of me watching Doctor Who. So, yeah, it's kind of special. But anyway, let's get on to review. So this is the first episode that the Cybermen have come back in of New Who. And I have to admit, this has to be the best Cyberman story of all time. Well, in my opinion. So yes, now let's start off with the Cybermen. The new Cyberman looks very good. It was kind of a really scary design. And even though I'm still quite older, it kind of haunts me, that look. I don't know why. It's a really creepy look for a Cyberman, and I have to say it's the most scariest monster in Doctor Who, the Cybermen, because it's actually humans but dead inside a robot form. So anyway, let's get started in the proper review. So this is set in the parallel universe, and basically, the Doctor, Rose, and Mickey are in the TARDIS, and then suddenly they fall out of the time vortex, I believe, and well, they fall down to the parallel universe, and then suddenly, when they walk out of the doors, Rose realizes that her father is actually alive in this universe, which I have to say is a very, very good story arc to do that. So basically, Mickey goes off to find his gran to see if she's actually alive in this universe, and the Doctor and Rose go to find her father. Now, while the Doctor and Rose are trying to find his father, they stumble across this street, and they realise people have these wee things in their ears. So then everybody just suddenly stops, and Rose checks her phone. And then, what I think is a very good idea is that they downloaded the internet to their heads. So all the internet was downloaded to their heads by the wee earpieces, which, to be fair, is something that now we're going to in this world, which could actually be true, which what I very, very like about this episode. So then there are a couple of people in this parallel universe who don't actually have the earpieces, because the person who's in charge of the earpieces is actually upgrading people. They mind control the people with the earpieces to go to the Cyberman conversion chain and upgrade them, which is a brilliant idea to suck people in to get something, but it's actually a trap, which I think this story does very, very well. Now, the people who don't have the earpieces in this story, I have to say, are the best characters in this story. They do have a very, very good story arc in this. And coincidentally, one of the people is Mickey, but the Mickey from the parallel universe, which is coincidentally called Ricky. What I believe the Ninth Doctor liked to call Mickey a lot of times, so it's quite cool that they added that into it. So basically, Mickey goes to his grand's, and then, or is it his mum? I don't know. And then basically, he speaks to his gran for a couple of minutes, and then suddenly the blue van comes and it takes Mickey away. Obviously, his gran thinks it's Ricky, but it's actually Mickey from the other universe. So then Rose and the Doctor go to the house, which has Jackie Tyler and Peter. Or is it Pete? I don't know. Pete, I believe, is actually somebody in charge of, well, not in charge, but working with these earpieces. Now, midway through the story, basically the person who's in charge of this asks somebody to find people off the streets to say that they've got a truck full of food. So obviously these people are homeless, so they go inside of the truck and then they take them away. Then a couple of minutes later we see that they're actually in the cyber conversion building, and they've all got the earpieces in them, and they're actually mind controlled. So basically, when the guy says turn right, they all turn right. When the guy says turn left, they all turn left, controlled by the earpieces, which is a very, very good story, a very, very good idea. So then they all go into the Cyberman conversion bit, and they all get upgraded, and this is when we actually first see the brand new Cybermen, and they are so creepy. It's the one look of the Cyberman that's just the most creepiest one. For some reason, I don't know why, it just really scares me, this look of the Cybermen. So then the Doctor and Rose, they're at the party, and well, suddenly, they find out it's actually Jackie's birthday. And well, which I think's really funny, this part, Jackie calls down Rose, so obviously Rose is thinking she's going to bump into herself. She's not actually going to bump into herself, she's going to bump into a dog. Yes, Rose is a dog in the parallel universe, which was so funny. Like, every single time I laugh at that bit when I watch this episode. So they're all Jackie's birthday, even the president of the UK. Yes, it's not the Prime Minister, it's the president. And then suddenly the Doctor finds a computer, and it's actually got information about the cyber thing. And he finds that it's called Cyber Industries. Then Rose goes outside to speak to Jackie, and then they have an argument. Jackie goes back inside, and then Rose sees these metal creatures from the distance. So Rose goes to the Doctor to say that there's these creatures coming, these metal things, and then suddenly the windows smash, and then the Cybermen are there. Then the Cybermen delete the president of the UK, and then they delete the whole, they try to delete the whole party. So the Doctor, Rose and Peter runs out of the building, and then suddenly they're trapped by Cybermen, but they also find Mickey and the other gang and Ricky. And then suddenly all the Cybermen are here, and they're now going to kill the Doctor and Rose and all the rest. And well, that's the end of the first episode. So I hope you enjoy this review, and this is definitely one of my favourite episodes of series 2, one of my favourite episodes of Doctor of all time. In my next review, I'm going to try a different format of reviewing. I'm going to tell you my favourite bits and my least favourite bits, but in this video it's just an overall review of what I thought of this episode was like. So I hope you've enjoyed this review episode, and I'll see you guys next week for my next review of Age of Steel. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!